Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah, I apologize, guys. Literally an hour and a half to get here, from 6 miles away. And so I don't have the benefit of everything you've discussed. God bless. So apologies. My fear here, first of all, a couple questions. What contracts, I mean, is this a solution in search of a problem? And if it's a problem, a big problem, it's news to me with one exception, and that was last December with the UCLA contract, which I know there was some anxiety. But in all the years I've been here, I'm unaware of this being a particular issue. And if I'm missing something, I'd just love to know what other examples perhaps there may be beyond the UCLA example.
Berkeley basketball. There's another recent example, whereas the process did not move fast enough in terms of having the Regents have enough advance notice with regard to the hiring of the UC Berkeley basketball.
But and I guess the question is, what was the consequence? Did we lose that coach?
No, it's as President Napolitano outlined. The issue was the Regents being put in a position to have to approve something that had already, for the most part, been worked out.
But it wasn't codified. I mean, isn't it our responsibility at the end of the day to advise and ultimately make the determination of the adequacy of a contract that self-evidently seems to be consistently inadequate based upon our conversations yesterday as it relates to academic achievement and performance. And in the midst of that conversation, we're now abdicating responsibility as Regents to the central tenet of the mission we were asserting yesterday, which was oversight to assure a different culture of academic achievement. I'm perplexed by the timing of this. And moreover, I think it's important for the Regents to understand, the idea of us not being involved, for example, and let's be specific to the example of the UCLA football coach, that was a $17.2 million contract. And for us just to say, well, that's all yours, when we're having conversations today about 20% increases on chancellor contracts for a few $100,000, and we hold that near and dear as important, but giving up the ability to approve a $17.2 million contract, which was a contract, by the way, where 3 pages later where academics were never mentioned once. It began, we had great football season last year and the year before. It wasn't we didn't have great academic achievement last year and the year before. We had great football season. And because it was so great, we need to give this guy a massive raise. I read the letter. It's a 3-page letter. And I guess it goes to my sentiment of concern that if it is academics first, if it is academic excellence, if it is student athlete, you would presume in a contract like that, of that magnitude, there would be some recognition of those values. And I guess my concern is the fact that there wasn't. I'm not willing to, at least as an individual on this board, sort of cede until I'm confident the culture's changed. That oversight and responsibility is something so fundamental to the values of this university. So, colleagues, I feel very, very strongly about this. There may be benefits to flexibility, there may be benefits to move this item, but I think the timing is just off.